Welcome to my show, The Alicia Atoh Show. I previously interviewed Mr. C Jin LoveLace of Avakin Life. Please welcome Mr. C Jin. Who you are, and tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Bruce L. I go by two names in many communities. The main one is TGM Show Enough, which stands for the Gaming Minister Show Enough, and then of course you know that name Show Enough itself is that's self-explanatory. Just watch the movie. And then the second name is C Jin LoveLace. That's from Avakin Life.
Well, how long have you been playing Avakin Life?
I have been playing Avakin Life for, believe it or not, 5 years and 4 months. 5 years and 4 months, actually.
Wow.
I've known the developer Lockwood Publishing, ever since their time in PlayStation Home, and I have collaborated with them for over 10 plus years. But in terms of just being in Avakin Life, it's been 5 years, 4 months.
Tell us about your business.
So ATOH project is more of my business in terms of just graphic designing, art, spirituality, gaming, health. I mean, that's really more of outputting that for my YouTube and everything else. But in terms of my signature series, I call it Material World, and it's not really necessarily anybody would really surprise it to be online. Or an Avakin Life in the Avakin Life community. It's not really necessarily like an agency or anything like that. It's more of a signature fashion series, meaning that I put together some styles and to really kind of like purvey tutorials or purvey an explanation behind these styles. And I just really kind of speak on how I feel about them, what it does for my avatar, or even for myself at times, be it a male or female fashion. And overall, to actually purvey an acute, inquiry, would you wear it? Meaning that, would it be something that you like to wear in Avakin Life, or even would you like to wear it outside of it? So it's something for me I definitely really enjoy, and it's something I've done for many of years since PlayStation Home time. So
That's awesome. Well, let me ask you something. How long does it take for you to do a photo shoot and put all these outfits together?
It truly depends on how I really, on the style that I'm really doing. And I could really create, 6, maybe 8. I think the most I've done was 15 styles in one day, and it took approximately maybe about 3 hours. About 3 hours to do that. So, and for me, it just really depends on the style in particular, on what direction I'm going. I'm going for it.
Well, I know it gets expensive buying all these clothes, and you have 12 avatars. How do you manage the expense of buying for each of your models?
Top jewelry is definitely a blessing in Avakin Life, and more so when it comes to, never mind not only top jewelry, but as well as just really saving a lot. Saving a lot. It's really interesting on what you can do for quick, for $3 or maybe for $4, the things you can do with that. And in terms of just to manage the fashions and whatnot, again, it's just really, it goes back to what I was stating before. It truly depends on the direction of the fashion I'm going, and more so what's the purpose and what can I do to really, to really kind of like lend, or really kind of more, not necessarily just really lend the direction, but as well as just really pushing that style.
I noticed as I was looking at your models that they don't have to spend a whole lot of money to make something look good.
Yeah, and that's something. That is something that I am. I really. I'll be really honest with you. That is 100% agreed. I agree with that fully, and mostly because what it is that a lot of people will tend to spend uber's amounts of money. Like you can spend 7,499 Avacoins for a particular dress that you like from the Lockwood Couture. That's fine. It's no problem at all. But the question is that what is that dress doing for you, and more so what that dress is doing for the social scene. And in Avakin life, of course, it's a virtual world. You can go anywhere and dress however you want. But the thing of it is, you have to also keep in mind is that when it comes to social strata is really foretelling who you are in terms of your character and leveling your self-worth. So if I'm just going to go somewhere, say like on a in a beach, and I'm wearing a like a dress, I ask yourself this question: would you wear it in real life at a beach? I mean, like would you wear a ball gown in a beach somewhere? Granted, if it looks good on you and you really enjoy it, that's fine. That's no problem at all. But just remember, you're lugging around a gown, so on a hot sandy beach. Like, what is it doing for you in that particular setting? Nobody's not going to say anything about it because, it's virtual. People revere it as it's just a game. But
let's talk about your models. The first one that I got to see is it Sarai?
Sarai, yes. Sarai.
Tell me about her.
Sarai, yes. Sarai.
Tell me about her.
Tell you about Sarai. Okay, this one in particular was the discovery of knowing that I could create more than one avatars. So, oh my gosh, this is sick. I can go out there and do this. So I created this one in lieu to going towards a little bit of a gothy side, I guess. It's more of a outfit that I created. It's stuck on me for, oh my gosh, I don't know how many years now. I have not changed that character in a long while, but she is of an Egyptian background, and what I like to do with my avatars is to create styles based around the aesthetic of the ethnicity of character and how and the items will conform to the character or let alone the skin tone, because certain colors would not match properly with certain skin tones.
Right. What about Vanessa, the second one?
So I was thinking work. So this one, she is of, if I'm not mistaken, I can't really remember where her skin tone, the inspiration of that is from. But what I can say, however, is that she is literally somebody that I was really kind of testing some dresses on, but instead, I just wanted to really test out the style in particular. And the corset, again, this is more of a black outfit, but I chose to add maybe some pink colors, more so what I call safe colors, because you have your black, white, and then your red, a little bit of hint of red there. And the corset that I was using, I wanted to really kind of, it translated from PlayStation Home, believe it or not. So that's a little bit of education from everyone out there. The corset is from there. And the translation was beautiful, but it was the dress that's from Yumi, or Yume, the Yumi clothing line. That dress is from there. I'm sorry, the dress is from there. So I was like, well, I wanted to put it together, see how it looks. It just flowed nicely. So, so yeah, I was really, really surprised with that. So I really kind of work around those styles that you may have in the stores, you will be surprised what you can really come up with, especially with that corset. The corset has been in my stores for I don't know how many years. I bought it, never used it, but when I saw the gown, I was like, well, I'll definitely check it out. So, and like I said, it's beautiful, it's worth it, and especially with the makeup, and that's really one of the key components to creating a really blissful, is what I call a blissful, hair, or rather not hair, but it's more so the face, it's a contour of the face, the facial expressions, or even let alone the overall aesthetic of the face.
Very true. And tell me about Christy Lynn.
Oh boy. So she is my very first black avatar that I've created. Next to my male character, I'll talk about that later. But my female character, I have not created a black avatar yet. So at this stage, I stated that I was like, well, I'll create one, see how it works out, and I didn't want to lean towards the typical. I didn't want to go towards the typical style or the typical look of a black woman, because there's several different types of beautiful black women out there. They could be from the Sicilian background, or Ethiopian background, or African background, and or even the European background. The bottom line being is that I wanted to create something that's going to be of aesthetic and stray away from the stereotype. And for the style that she that I put on her, it was very strange because what had happened was I utilized my coins, which was I bought this dress, and it was $10,000 per night. I was like, I don't like gold at all. I'm just going to put that out there. I hate gold, unless it's rose gold or white gold. I hate gold in general. But that dress is absolutely gorgeous, and it gravitated toward me. So I went for it, and I made a mistake and looked at the Queen of Sass, and that dress was on there. So I was like, okay, I'll get the Queen of Sass animation. So, both of it, really meshed well together, and the style itself, it really conforms to the skin tone, and that's just for any black woman that likes gold, or any woman that has that skin tone that likes gold. It looks good. So.
And I love that you added facial makeup, the design for the face. Right above her eyebrows, that gold really just brings it all together.
It does, and I that was from the Moncour brand, the face paint, and it was of the Indian Passage face paint, and I was floored at how that looked. So it's just for somebody out there, even in real life, if that's something that you if you truly enjoy it, it doesn't have to repair towards that culture or just to that culture exclusively. If you like the face paint, I say wear it, give it a try. So I just wanted to see how it performs to it.
Let's talk about, is it Ayumi?
Ayumi.
Yes.
Oh yes, Ayumi. Oh boy. So she is. I think I've only created one outfit with her, because otherwise, she is the dress character. She's a character that I tend to really put some dresses on. She is of the Japanese background, and believe it or not, I have studied a bit on the fashion that's over in Japan, and it's not so much as all yukatas and whatnot. It's really a blend of fun and a bit of lightheartedness of what they on some of the fashions there, because they're very comfortable with what they like and with the colors. You don't really see a lot of blacks, and you don't really see a lot of the safe colors there. You really see a lot of different colors that just truly pops out. Excuse me. So if you do see some blacks or either dark colors, it's mostly during like the schooling or educational purposes, if you will. So with that, this dress, I wanted to give it a try. I have not worn it yet, and I haven't put it on any of the characters yet when I bought it. And I was doing a garage, or rather, I was doing a dress connection. I was doing a dress connection series, which I'm still doing. And it's just really kind of just talks about the dresses that you see in Avakin life, and will anybody wear it? I mean, because you don't really see a lot of it in the game. And I wanted to really kind of give that a try, especially on the skin tone and the ethnicity. So.
And it's so pretty. It's like the little black dress every woman needs in her closet.
Yeah.
And I love the simpleness of the necklace that you added with it.
That's what I was going for, and I'm happy that you even pointed that out. It's just simplicity. I mean, like I said, I think this dress has cost like $699 Abercorns, I believe. It's from the Garage brand. I know that for a fact. But it's still a cheap dress if that's not the accurate price. But, and I say cheap dress, it's not meaning, it's a dated dress or anything of such. It's really more of a dress that it's more of an affordable dress is what I call it. So.
And your next one is Christina?
Yes. So this was one of the challenges, and believe it or not, I have yet to change the dress on this. That's just because it is honestly an incredible looking dress. It is from the Icon brand, and she is of the Arabic background. She's a little bit different from Sarai. More so, the features that I lean on her is heavily implied that she is of Arabic background. And what it is that I don't normally see that, and I even had a question asked, how how to create a Arabic style character in this game, and it threw me off. So I showed them this character, and they saw was Arabic, skin tone, and a little bit of the features that's implied on the character. So with this dress, I wanted to feel as though that she's from, or rather, she may have traversed around the Dubai area. I've never been in Dubai, but I've seen and heard stories and pictures, and seen the pictures, heard stories, and about the area. And there's some people that would wear the dress, this particular type of dress that she has on. I bought that bag by mistake.
Oh, wow.
But I was like, wait a minute. Let me try it on with this dress. And I was like, done. So it worked wonderfully. But that is the main goal for the dress, is I wanted to focus more on it, and that was the reason why that I chose that hairstyle. And believe it or not, this is something that, and I'll be quick with that. The hairstyle, what I've noticed with most of the women, especially if they're from the Bangladesh background, or or anywhere from Syria, whatever, whichever, they have very long hair, and I like that. I love that about some women. You can have short hair like Sade or long hair, doesn't really matter, but it's just the beauty and more so the direction, the culture behind that, and that happens to. In most cases, I mean, granted, you're not going to never see a hairstyle that particularly long that you see from their culture. So I really want to, imitate that just a little bit with that hairstyle. It's just give it that full richness and convey that, again, the Arabic feature. So.
Your next one is Sarisa.
Yes, Miss Teresa. My very first female avatar in Avakin life. In fact, when I started this game, this was the avatar I used. She is, of course, Caucasian, and the name C Jin LoveLace derives from the name C, or rather stands for Cereza. The character, rather, what happened was I had a friend. While I was going back in PlayStation Home, she named my character Cereza. Her name is Cereza. And my favorite character of all time, female character of all time, has to be Cereza, or for purposes of people out there that may have played this game on the PlayStation and or the Xbox, or now or Nintendo Switch, Bayonetta. So, yeah, so she named my character Cereza, and I was like, well, this is pretty cool, and I ran with it because during the time I didn't want everybody to know my personal self or whatnot, but I came out with that basically. So I gave them the names to raise them. So, but now when I get on, I went by Jen LoveLace, which was my pen name during the times where I was writing articles for several organizations at the time. But now it's just C Jin LoveLace, which stands for Cereza Jen LoveLace. And for her, for this particular outfit, I wanted to go for the modest slash I have a thing for business. She's a incredible turn on me, and I wanted to keep it classy, keep it fresh, almost in terms of a Liberian look, which is something similar to that of Bayonetta in terms of her aesthetic. Not so much as the outfit, but the aesthetic. So I wanted to really give that, plus I don't want to say stereotypical, that would be the wrong word to say. I just want to give the blonde look, if you will, the blonde.
Tell me about Miss Ivana.
Ivana Romanoff. So I was really reaching for to create something of another ethnicity, and she's of another character ethnic background, and she actually is inspired by the character Revolver Ocelot, who goes by the name of Shaska from the game Metal Gear Solid, for those that know. And she also is an inspiration from the character Nastasha Romanoff from the same name. And I wanted to really kind of touch upon the facial features and how the fashion is really like in Russia. And believe it or not, the women out there, they're very makeup heavy. Very makeup heavy. So
Really?
I wanted to, they're very makeup heavy in Russia. And there's nothing bad about that at all. In fact, I think I actually love that. But they're very makeup heavy for the, especially around the eye, the eyeliners and shadows, eyeshadows and whatnot. So they're very makeup heavy out there when it comes to the fashion. But they conform to it very well, and it's mostly because of the skin tone that they have. So, and their features are really more sultry. It doesn't lean towards sexy as opposed to sultry. There's a huge difference that I really advise anyone to really kind of look that up. But they definitely lean towards more of the sultry direction. And I really like how they outlook themselves in terms of just the body structure. Definitely, whether they're big, small, it doesn't really matter. It's just more so how they really truly perform around that. So with this style, which is known as Katara suit, which was released, from the Icon brand, I wanted to showcase that same sort of direction, that same sort of ordeal behind that style. And this dress is, or rather, suit. What it's called, it really brought her out, and I thought that the hat really truly performs with the with the suit, along with the color. So when it comes to white, you can really just put anything with it, but you want to put anything with it. But it's just the style of the hat that just really just blends pretty well with it. So.
It really did. And tell me about Nikki.
Nikki Maurice. Maurice is she's based off the name Maurice Ouellette, who happens to be a WWE women's wrestler, and she so it was more so the background and just her character herself that really intrigued me. It's just the name itself that was also pretty cool. But Nikki Maurice is of French, background, and I wanted to really kind of play around with the skin tones a bit in terms of like the olive skin or whatnot. And when it comes to the French, they really just conform to any style, really, almost any style. but I wanted to really go with something more, elegant in a way. So what this is, with this outfit that I used, this was based on the Huff crop top series, the Huff crop top style series that I'm doing. I wanted to really kind of check out the Bloomingdale's and just see whether or not if this skirt was usable or if it could be, if it could match with the crop top, and it really does. I think it wasn't really too bad at all. I'm still working around it. I'm still working with it right now, so it's more of a work, of a working process. But I've already.
And Sabrina.
Very simple. So this was yet another in work process. I'm actually producing. This is exclusive to everyone out there, so be prepared. For those that are for those that are following the material world, I am putting together a tutorial series, and it has been requested heavily that, and I'm very happy to really provide that for you guys. This tutorial series is basically going to. She's part of that. This character, Sabrina Lay. She's also of. Well, I wouldn't say she's of Germany background. I would say more so of Italian, really. I think I have two characters. I really don't recall where she's from or the background, but I do know that I may put something together in regards to it. But the deal is with her is this style, and I have to say 100% kudos to Lockwood for create or team behind Cloud9 that has created these cohorts outfit or the two-piece outfit that was released as of recently, and this here was absolutely dynamite. I love, and I'm a softcore fan of pink. I love pink, and this outfit, I was in the process of kind of showcasing what you can do with the styles. So this right here, you could wear not so much more on the on the black skin, or rather the brown skin tone. Even though you can make it work, that's really no problem at all. But you want to go for a different direction in terms of accessories. For this alone, this was just really do nothing more but just to convey a casual outlook or a casual appeal or aesthetic to everyone out there, especially with the flat shoes. Because knowing you, ma'am, you at times, if you're at work, right, and you're wearing heels, what shoes would you put on? Flat shoes, right?
I sure will.
That's what that was here. So it was more like this was just a showcase. Okay, if you're getting tired of heels, you wear some flat shoes or sneakers or whichever. You know what I'm saying? So
it is just perfect. It still looks so professional. The handbag, and the glasses went perfect with it. And you did a wonderful job on that one. Tell me about, is this Solio Rai? The Italian?
Yes. You're actually in the right direction. If do you remember Punky Brewster?
Yes.
In fact, the character, rather the actress, her name is Soleil Moon Fry. So, so this style is of rather her background is that of Italian background, even though that I could say honestly, she's more light skinned. Really, she's more light skinned than anything, but she does have of an Italian background. And what it is that I wanted to really kind of work around certain hairstyles, or she's more like a hairstyle character for me. And I was really kind of experimenting with the sweatshirt alongside with the pants that's from the Coolest brand, or rather the Coolest pants that are from the Lockwood Couture. And I was really kind of experimenting around that. Now, really the big draw is the braids. The braids I wanted to work with. I really want to check it out. Granted, the brown, rather the brunette or the black those are really cool colors for that, or even the ombre. But for me, I was like, I wanted to try to work around the blonde color, and just to really see how that looks on particular skin tones. And for this one, I just said, wow, this is absolutely amazing, adorable.
Yes.
And yes, I used to feel adorable. So
She is. I mean, I was wondering about those pants because I saw them. I said, "Ooh, I don't like them." But then when I saw how you dressed it up, I was like, maybe I should have got those.
sure. In fact, that was the first. In fact, when I saw them, I was like, no. But I was like, no. But I was like, I said, I want to give it a try, and for that alone, I want to see what I could do, because some people will say, well, I like to get items that are from the store, this is what I can do with it. But for me, it's more of a challenge because it's because if it's wearable and if it's usable, then get it. Because certain other styles, I'm just being real honest with you, certain other styles in African life, you just can't wear well together because some are just outdated. Others are, it's cool, but it's just you just couldn't really necessarily do anything with it. But this one in particular, I knew that I could do something with it. It's just really a challenge, but I think that this particular it's just wear anything, really, almost anything. But this one, I just said, I'm not taking this off for quite a while. I'm going to see what I can do with it further. So, just keep a watch out on my page, if you will. But other than that, that is Miss Pharrell Ride for you.
Now my favorite. I really love how you did Michaela.
Oh, really? She's your
The Brazilian lady. Red is my color. I love red.
Oh, dang. Okay, then duly noted. So, well, duly noted. I am blushing, just so you guys know. So, Miss Michaela. Okay, so I can't really recall how she started off, but she was actually the front character, and what was this to be during the Mexico update, these cultural updates that are these wonderful cultural updates, mind you. And I'm not saying that like I really, really adore these cultural updates. The Turkey, the Indonesian, the America update even, and then you have, of course, the Mexico update. You also have the Rio update, which so many people actually forgot about. But I do absolutely enjoy the Indonesian update, and I think we're going to get back to the Indonesian update in just a moment. But for this one, she is of Brazilian background, even though I would say Hispanic, but I want to say she's Brazilian background. And the skin tone really leans towards that as well. And the name of Kayla actually comes from, believe it or not, she was a little girl. I think she was like 8, 9 years old. She came to my church. The first thing that that happened when I first met her, the family introduced her to me. Yeah, this is such and such here, such and such here. This is Michaela, and she came over and hugged me. Like It was like a magnet to me. So I was really, really moved, and I called her my moon princess since then. So I mean, every time I see her, I just really, truly miss her. So the name Michaela just really stuck with me. And I happen to have the love for the Hispanic background. I mean, I don't care if you're black, Dominican, or black, or whichever, white or Mexican. It doesn't really matter at all. I just love the Hispanic community, and let alone the culture as well. So for this outfit, I truly was. I've been around this culture for many years, and watched many women in terms of just not only just style, but as well as the color schematics, and more so just the direction that they had for themselves. And most of them, they tend to be either have a little bit of a sassy direction, or more so just the empowerment of the body comfort. You know what I mean? And this one, I call it salsa, believe it or not. And it's kind of strange the reason why I call it that, about the name, but the reason for that being is because I like the floral pattern, and I like the sensation that this is really more of a hot outfit. This is really something that I want someone to say, oh, wow, that's hot, or wow, that's absolutely, what I would say, delicious. You know what I'm saying? That bit of that personality, that bit of that direction, that bit of that aesthetic. And, even though that this is really a common top that you kind of see around most of the time, I want to pair it with some jeans, and the embroidery of the floor patterns that's on the floor embroidery that's on the pants that is also from Miguel's. Really nice brand. You guys really should check that out. It really just kind of brings out overall the top too. So so I want to kind of keep it in the form of the floral patterns there. So
it is beautiful, and I love the red boots, and the necklace did not take away from it. That necklace is gorgeous.
Yes, and I tell you, I wanted to actually go over to Lockwood themselves, and I wanted to actually drop kick them because I did not plan to really put to put the necklace on almost anything, but it's a really cool necklace, and I wanted to really, I really just wanted to do something with it, and it's just overall, it's really nice. I really do enjoy it. But I want to add something before we continue. I remember the character that we spoke on that happened to be Sabrina. She happens to be from the Indonesian background.
Oh.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah, okay. She's actually from the Indonesian background. So I just wanted to add that, but there you go for it.
Okay. Well, like I told you earlier, I see that you have models representing other countries, and you bring them all together. Can you explain to us why you have all these varieties, and what are you trying to express when you show the different nationalities?
Absolutely. So I have an article called Shades to Sanity. And Shades to Sanity speaks on the racial profiling and modeling, and more so. The thing of it is that it's not so much as racial profiling as opposed to just in itself, just the racial aspects, and as well as the body shaping aspects as well. For me, I believe in unity. I believe in it ever since. I take the words of Jesus, Dr. Martin Luther King, and even Bruce Lee into seriously. I happen to believe in Dr. Martin Luther King when he said that he had a dream that one day all black children, all white children will come together and play on the hills, on the green grass, whatnot. And when he spoke in that "Now we're free at last," that was just something for me to really express in regards to when it comes to the fashions, or even let alone creating female characters, or even drawing them as well. And the thing of it is for me is when it comes to the countries and whatnot, there are several women out there that would dress or utilize their avatars, and they would use different character, or rather they would use different skin tones that's different of their own. And unless you're doing more unless you're doing it for artistic purposes, don't ever be a chip against them. Just because maybe one person doesn't like that doesn't mean that you're not wrestling against them. You're wrestling what they you're wrestling against what they've been taught, and more so the culture, and beyond that, more so the ignorance. And that's why I really like to depict when it comes to the cultures and how we can actually learn from one another. Not just only blend them all in together, but just learn from one another. Like I love to learn about the cultures behind the fashion. And I like to research that because believe it or not, even with the black women that are modeling, most of them, they will say they're not black. And the prime example of that is that most of the fashion models that you see on commercials they're not that Black Americans. They're actually Ethiopian, and some people have a problem with that. They have a severe problem with that, and that's something that I don't wish to outlet. I wish to outlet that that hey, even if you are this particular background, this style still performs to you, or this the colors could match very well for you depending on your skin tone. Which, granted, there's different particular types of skin tones behind the Indonesian, or there could be a light skin, Hispanic, or a very light skin, German character, or a German person, or even a Black Asian. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's so many different types out there. But the thing of it is, overall, is that's where it can come to material world. It can come to my page, or it can actually come to me, or even come to you, whichever, and we can actually showcase the artistic expression of the fashions, the level of color that was performed through these avatars. And that's why I created every avatar behind the ethnic backgrounds, just to really kind of convey that sense of fashion and how it could very well blend well with it.
I noticed that sometimes when I go and I visit the different clubs that they have there, and I'm looking at what some people wear, some come in underwear, and I know they're trying to, I don't know what they're trying to portray. And I see in the comments, one lady will say, you forgot your clothes. You need to go put on some clothes, And some of them they dress really nice. Some of them have their characters, their gothic look. And some come in evening gowns. But I often wonder, what are you trying to portray? Is this really part of your personality? Or is this something you wish you could be?
And I'm going to say this right here, right now. Each and every character that I create, and I'm going to blend it in, and I'm going to kind of segue towards what you just said. Segue into what you just stated, excuse me. When I create these avatars, especially of my male avatar as well, I output who I am. Okay, I know I will look ugly as a woman. I'm just saying, but just saying. But I'm 6'9" in real life, and I would never have long hair. I would never have long hair. I don't desire that. I have a bald head, but I tend to really output my smooth, suave, dapper, whichever. You know what I'm saying? I output my artistic expression of who I am. And each of these avatars, including my male avatar, is a representation of me, of a person, of who I am. And that's why I really encourage everyone and anyone to do out there when it comes to Avakin life. Because who you are behind the avatar is what you output in Avakin life, even let alone on your avatar. So, for instance, when I see these people, and we're just segueing now, when I see these people are wearing very skimpy clothing, especially when it comes to the men. Most men desire to just want to wear some pants and just with no top. And most men out there wish they can get away with it. The problem with it is that they're not comfortable with themselves, because they feel that either they're too big or they're too big of a belly, whichever. They can do that in their own home, but they want to go outside and do it, and they're not able to do it because they feel as though they want to be Hollywood fit, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's not about being Hollywood fit, it's about being fit for, to help save your life, or it's for you to be comfortable in, you know what I'm saying? If you're comfortable wearing stuff like that, and when it comes to the women, because it's different, because the truth of the matter is that if you're a woman, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be able to do that. But if you feel like you're able to be comfortable doing that, that's fine. But I say this, and most people may disagree with it, but it's fact. How you output yourself is what you're going to draw. If you wish to draw that type of attention, expect the type of attention that you're not going to really enjoy. Because if you want to look easy, guys are going to tend to think that you're easy and they're going to come to you, regardless of what type of respect you want. The bottom line being is that you got to really showcase how much you want to respect yourself. If anything, respect yourself. So when I see anybody wearing the skimpiest clothing, automatically it just says, Nah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not something that I tend to. It's not going to turn me on. If you're in your own property, if you're in the privacy of your own home, well, that's different. But I dress my avatars. You know what I'm saying? So I tend to seek different types of lingerie. So but if you're a good person, if you're doing things legitimately, then if you're in your own home and you want to say, oh man, check this out, look what I'm wearing. Okay, it's different. Then because you're bringing out your personality, your character, your beauty, your value. The value of yourself is what's going to attract people.
Right. Very true. And I prefer, I think it's my background, the way I was raised, to dress modest or businesslike. I wasn't allowed to wear jeans to school. I had to dress up because that's the way my mother raised me. So I was like, even when I tried to come out, I still dress modest. And it's hard to break, the way I was raised. And actually, it seems like I get more compliments being dressed up, like in a pantsuit with a top underneath it, than I do if I dress the other way.
Right, and I'm a stickler for women that dresses either. Like I said, it's a huge turn on to me if you was to wear a business suit. It's just something about that really drives me intrigued. You know what I mean? Because I really love the chic and the chicness of the lines. The clean lines, the simple lines of that, the base of the swimsuit. It just really brings that empowerment, and that's where I really encourage when it comes to empowerment, even within the cultures. It's okay. I mean, even I was down to that particular culture. Because for me growing up, I still want to dress, like a typical, urban guy, what I'm saying, or a thug, if you will. I wanted to dress more so in the lines of urbane or smart, if you will. And I wanted to, at times I wanted to, dress up just because I want to dress up. And I'll do that every now and then. I'll throw on some slacks, some shoes, wear a nice top, what I'm saying, and I'll just go, I'll just go anywhere. I'll go to a mall just to look like that, and anybody look, dress like that for, well, it's better to be on the beach. I'm not gonna wear a suit on the beach, but I'll definitely wear a suit to the mall, So I'll definitely know my stuff, even if it's just to go to an Applebee's, hey, kind of dressing up, just to go to just to go to Applebee's, right? Yeah. Well, why not? You know what I'm saying? I mean, step out outside your norm sometimes. No, I'm not saying go skimpy or go, or go. That goes for anybody to get down. You don't have to try to draw the type of attention just to get attention. It's all about quantity. It's all about quality. If you want the quantity of friends, if you want quantity, then you're going to get quantity. You know what I mean? If you want so many friends that you're not going to know who they are, that's fine. Get it. That's no problem at all. But just remember also that at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you want people to know exactly who you are. If you can actually reach out to those type of people, then that's great. You know what I'm saying? It's going to really mean something to them, as well as it's going to mean something to you, because you're drawing exactly who you are. You want yourself to know that you love you, and the people are going to see something about you. And there's something about you that you have, and that I want. What is it? And that's when you can actually sit down and talk to them, and so they can actually be intrigued about who you are, So, and it's all due with how you dress, how you really appeal, and how you really appear to others.
That's very true. And I want to thank you for being a guest on my show. And is there anything you would like to tell Avakin Life World, the people out there? Is there anything you want to share with them?
Oh man, yeah, and I'll be really, really strictly short with it. I want to say that, first off, if it's anything, I shouldn't be saying it. It's more so I really want to thank you for even having me, because you're literally the second person that has truly made me really just propel me out there, because I've been featured in the Avakin Addicted magazine, and I was very skeptical about them before, and I'm just going to put it out there. I was very skeptical about them before, but just really getting to know the people and really get to know them. They're just really just legit people. They just want to have fun. But what I do want to say to anyone out there who's a fashionista, for any models out there, know that the clothing comes first, model second. And the reason I say this is because anything that I do, if you ever see in my work, I really, I put the name of the set outfits, and then afterwards, it's definitely about the fashion. And what I like to output is fashion. That's all. It's more of the artistry behind it. It's more of everything that what I do what I love. And it's definitely to perform to everyone out there to know that, hey, this is something that you can truly enjoy. And if this is something that you like, by all means, do what you feel that would be absolutely amazing to you. But also to know, also to say, when it comes to, what I like to do and on here, what I like to say is, by all means, if there's something that you really like on my page, even on my channel, by all means, request it. Put it in the comment section below. Your words really mean something to me, and I want to say thank you to everyone out there who has truly supported me, truly support my endeavors, my journey. There's a lot more to come. I'm going to be expanding upon this, not just only in Avakin life, but even in the real world, and even into other games as well that deals with character customizations, because that's what I really love. I love character customizations in any game. So big shout out to each and every one of you guys out there, and thank you, Miss. And I'm sure I get your name right, Alicia.
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Oh wow.
You gonna use it for one of your models, Alicia Thais?
Yes. Yes.
You're welcome to.
Oh my gosh. I guess I can actually joke about the stereotype about race. I love it. All right. So, but big shout out to you. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to the to Jin Moon and to the Moon family. I met some of the people out there, and they're really legit. So nothing but love. To the Lockwood crew, definitely to Sapphire Kelly and Miss Colette, Miss Caroline G, Miss definitely Miss Rhea, if I believe I got her name right. She's the fashion editor. I want to collaborate with her soon. Of course, to the main man, Mr. Lockwood, Adam himself, and and my even though that I'm really strict on who I really like to work with, I'm very open to anybody that wants to model or wants to really kind of like feature themselves in my signature fashion series, because I just want everybody to remember this is not about notoriety. This is all about you guys. This is about each and every one of you guys. So if you was to come and you want to like model one of my fashions or whatnot, remember, this is, you guys are the models out there. I'm just the person that just want to convey, to everyone how this looks on, So that's all I want to say. And thank you once again.
You are so welcome.
Having me here.
Oh, can you give them your website? And if you're on Instagram and Facebook, can you give them that? So they can look at your work.
Yes, so for my Material World live book series and my quick book series, alongside my upcoming fashion language series, which is all part of the Material World brand, check out youtube.com/ATOH project. Again, ATOH project. And then also facebook.com/Material World AL. Again, that is facebook.com/Material World AL. And then finally, you have, my Instagram, which will be Instagram.com/ATOH project, of course. So there you have it. That is my Cosmetic. You can definitely check that out. I'm actually active there as well. So I give suggestions. I post up my videos, my pictures, and I do have Discord also. So you can go over to my Material World Facebook page and definitely check that out. And again, that is facebook.com/Material World AL, capital AL, or you can just put Material World AL either way. It stands for Avakin Life, of course.
Awesome. I just want to thank you again for being on the show. You have really enlightened me, and I just love your fashions. Your models are
Thank
fantastic.
you.
Fantastic.
I am blushing. I'm really blushing. Thank you. Thank you so much.